I'm sorry to hear that. They go to the cinema by subway. Outside the house. The only source of truth. Do you know what I mean? We can't leave any earlier. You will not dive into the water next year. Children are playing with their toys. He would not serve at noon. He just graduated from university. It's nice to listen to music. If they don't hurry, they will miss the movie. Relax. Was his grandmother a concentrator? Is my nephew a bus driver? Where were we? Read. We understand the instructions. We watched the sunset on the beach. Truths. After heavy rain, the streets were flooded. I feel worse. I've never seen Istanbul. How are things? How much? Go on, please. I'm going to the party. Had they finished decorating the house before the guests arrived? Broken. What time would you like your appointment to be? I should cut it. Do you have any siblings? His wife is a mechanic. Modern art is not for me. Let's make an appointment. Was our friend an airman? Is your brother a lumberjack? I'd like to make a reservation for dinner tonight. Where did you get this information? I'm going to go to bed. Can't kiss normally. I will study for my exam tomorrow. They hope to win the championship this year. They had been working on the project together for months but still hadn't finished it. I will not base it. Could he have been a psychiatrist 5 centuries ago? They are confident in their abilities. They had to pass through the crowd. Although he was afraid, he faced his fears and started skydiving. And so the prince saw that it was indeed Cinderella's slipper. Wouldn't he be a blacksmith for 10 years? He wasn't an archaeologist every week. Can they apply soon? We will need a blood sample for testing. Shouldn't we be organized? Last year we used ABC. The event takes place in May. Could it have been locked 2 nights ago? He will attend a conference next week. I'd like half a kilo of minced meat, please. Hadn't he made a sound before? Do you have any medical conditions? Could this be a potential problem in the future? Digest. Quickly. Did not create. They will collect donations every day. You should not talk during the movie. I have a hunch the boss won't be happy about this. He is skilled at creating digital art. The train leaves in 10 minutes. Actually, I worked with John too. We will have a picnic in the park. We can discuss the issue after the meeting. My friend was a jeweler. We will be ready according to plan. I could feel the warmth of the sun on my skin. I work Monday through Friday. Complaint. Almost. Would we kick at dusk? The earthquake destroyed the entire city. Can I borrow your pen? Do you sell fresh meat and poultry? Constant. I'm holding the ball. Looks like you left me no choice. May I use your phone? I've never been able to understand this issue. My colleague is a civil servant. The engineer was very caring and a lot of fun. I have a lot of insight. I'll help you get things done. I took drawing lessons before I started. Do they become night watchmen? My little boy couldn't talk until he was almost 2 years old. Ellie and Ethan are excellent students. He swam in the pool. Meanwhile, it was like that for me. Their father is a housewife. The meeting was cancelled due to bad weather conditions. I'll finish this chapter and then take a break. He fixed the leaky faucet in the bathroom. Won't they calculate after 5 years? Our colleague was a chemist. Yes, we have several rooms with 2 beds. What resources do you recommend for learning a new language? When it's your turn, take your shot. Most probably. Do you have any hobbies? If they had invited us, we would have attended the party. Didn't I harvest at dusk? Point out. They go to the park for a picnic. You should tell me what's wrong. I will be working. He will be studying when we arrive. They suffered the consequences because they did not take the necessary precautions. There is a small garden behind the building. When we arrived at the cinema, the movie had already started. Can he garden every day? It was sitting 4 weeks ago. You can create at sunrise. We also asked the teacher many questions. I bought a dozen eggs from the market. Was his stepfather a logger? We are meeting this morning. I'm lost. Are they not marked? I don't want to buy a car. Do they eat at dusk? Where can I find kitchen utensils? This is my book. Despite the noise, he managed to concentrate on his work. I need to call my friend to confirm our plans. The carpet was so dirty I had to buy a new one. I cannot attend the meeting. He will start his own business in the near future. Is their uncle a cook? Do you know good songs of this artist? When we arrived at the venue, the concert had already started. Was your daughter a translator? I'll finish this part and then make dinner. They were cheering for their favorite team in the stadium. Is there a loyalty program I can join? Wouldn't he believe it next year? I'll go to bed early tonight. I'm looking for a place to park my car. Do you know where I can do this on campus? Can you help me with this? Fill out Performance Excel. Is their neighbor a gynecologist? They went to the concert last night. Do you have plans for next weekend? Live in the moment. John will do a more detailed check this week. Help me. He's not coming to the meeting, and neither am I. I need to book a hotel for my upcoming trip. I worked for a long time after school. The exhibition includes multimedia installations. You should clean your room before going out. She is knitting a scarf. Why don't we sit down? Chronological. If you water plants, they will grow. I read this book too, and so did my classmates. To solve. Ease. If the weather is nice, we will go swimming. My kids whined. The restaurant was closed when we arrived. It is a wonderful rice dish. The design of the new website was professional and user-friendly. Not a frequent pianist. We are hiking in the mountains. If I want to save on paper, I'll have to start binding my books. Would he take out a monthly loan? He needs to study for his exams. I wish you all the best. You didn't watch that movie, did you? Indispensable. I may not take it off. The park is very peaceful and quiet. Afternoon. I'll fly to New York next week. We are watching a football match. I'm here because I'm hungry and tired. Broken. Definite. I would never, ever do this. The museum hosts workshops for up-and-coming artists. Can I have your insurance information, please? It's too hot to stay outside for long. I'm sorry I made you cry. It's getting dark outside. Your blood sugar is high. They had been working together on the research project for months and were finally seeing results. I'm taller than John. I am a freelance writer. He was studying when the phone rang. He will publish his first novel next year. He could not weld every month. My stepson was the operator. Be determined. Then we will defend at 5 midnight. I love the costumes in this movie. We have been exploring the city since the morning. They sang in the car. I live in a small house. Do you have outdoor seating? I would rarely end up with nothing. I climb. She sang a lullaby to her baby. Do you have checked baggage? I met a man named John. Can you use scissors? Can I have your luggage tag, please? We can draw it immediately. I was going to tell you. I need a partner for an air hockey match. This cake is very delicious. You may not be able to confess every day. He needs to see a psychiatrist at dawn. He is very smart. Have you seen the latest episode of your favorite TV show? They are producers. I listen at noon. T-Rex is the largest dinosaur that ever lived. Children are playing in the park. Is her mother a manicurist? We should not pay after an hour. Hello, John. Who can help us with John's request? This is a huge query. As a customer, I see relevant products and offers. So I prefer to shop here and buy a mix of my groceries. He is under suspicion. Will you come to the concert with me? Must be forced. Can I have the steak well done? I see your sister. Change the situation. Tony, answer now. Aren't they charged annually? What would you like? We will have a baby in 9 months. Can he lose now? Don't I question sometimes? Is there a liquor section in the store? Can you help me find the bread aisle? I will cook dinner for my family. Hold your horses. Do you have any drink specials? I don't know. How do I say this in English? How to cook ribs. He is my best friend. Of course, I'd love to. Can I get your number? It cannot grow any earlier. I have plenty of time. I will finish this report and present it after that. All tickets are sold out. We should not threaten. Can I help you with anything? I will study in the library tomorrow at 15:00. Should not be connected. I have a feeling it's going to be a great day. Meanwhile, my sister was busy preparing for the upcoming exam. The suitcase is too heavy for me to carry. They were tired from the long journey. I walk to work every day. Can you please send me the latest version of the document? Discharge. Soon. He needs to fix the broken chair. Didn't believe it. He wouldn't comment on the decade. Direction. According to statistics, crime rates have decreased. I have been studying Spanish for 6 months. It disrupts the harmony of the team. Can you finish the project by Friday? They did not make an evaluation. Can they act annually? We have a wide range of magazines and books. The laptop I got for my birthday is great. This is a blatant lie. I was waiting for the bus at this stop. All right, and you? I have to go home. I'll have the garden salad, please. Both my parents are retired now. Our daughter is a jeweler. Can he mark it? Paint the town red. Was your grandson a gynecologist? Her cat is sleeping on the sofa. He caught himself staring at her. Was he going to make war? The scissors are not here. The statue in the courtyard is made of marble. It's 8 o'clock. Can't you run? I'm sorry, sir. Please save my seat. At the end of the day, it all comes down to teamwork. He needs to brush his teeth before going to bed. The race was pretty close. I had to go to school. Make your husband pay for this. We had already booked our flight before we learned about the hurricane. Sorry, I have to quit. Your brothers were cleaner. He likes to explore different artistic mediums. I'd like to introduce you to my friend John. He's not here. Would you like to leave a message? He is improving his singing skills. It wasn't me. In 5 years I will be a famous writer. They visited Paris, and so did we. When will you come to Turkey? This is important to know. Leave it to me. Should I not mix it up? Be flexible. Are my cousins gatekeepers? Was your spouse a manager? They will participate in a marathon next month. She wouldn't dance. Should we agree? I'll text you later when I'm free. Without. Was her husband the president? Can you swim? We sang songs at karaoke night. Is his brother a geographer? Did he exercise every 2 weeks? The team will play a friendly match tomorrow. Miriam was aware of this situation. The Democrat and Republican candidate got into a heated argument. I will reserve some minutes for this meeting. The bus stops here. Is there any need to talk? I need a new battery for my car. Unnecessary. You have a lot of work. I wish he had bought that car while it was still available. He is watching a movie. Do we have to forget? He had his passport stamped at the airport. You don't go ashore after one night. Do you sell freshly baked goods? To do. He'll be working for hours when we get there. I will tell John. Do you have homemade juices? The car I saw yesterday was a blue sedan. What happened? My mother is a better cook than my father. Was your stepmother a poet? I don't think about it annually. Was he going to do photography? He speaks English fluently. We love playing board games and our friends enjoy them too. Can I get help carrying these groceries? He's in trouble, isn't he? The concert starts at 21:00. I need to buy new shoes. We lived in this apartment 2 years ago. He wants to be a successful entrepreneur. Let's discuss the pros and cons of each option before making a decision. He is a dedicated teacher and inspires his students. Relatives are advisors. Teresa is in the chair. Do you want to talk to me now? The team lacks experience. When the book is finished, he will have been reading it for 3 weeks. Difficult. Can you take me around? He wouldn't check it. The priority should be to finish the project on time. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. He is very young and very new to our industry. But he is open to learning. I've seen that movie. It's raining cats and dogs. You will be a clown at 3 p.m. This is the house where I was born. As good as new. Can I return an item without an invoice? An immersion blender is perfect for making soups. We need to finish this project before the deadline. May occur frequently. I speak English fluently. Who has a dream? This might mean the train has just arrived. They will be living in this city by the end of the year. You were suspicious. How many do you want? They bought snacks for the movie. You did not bathe at sunset. Is it your turn in the video game? Get married? Wasn't he examined at 2 in the afternoon? We shouldn't be jockeying after 2 nights. Is your sister a notary? Sorry, I'm running late. What a great idea. You know what's going on. I say, can we meet? Can I see ID for alcohol, tobacco purchases? I will work too. What time is it? I changed my mind. We only have 1 bedroom in our house. Road map. For example, Are your cousins leaders? Everyone is invited to the party. When I came to pick him up, he had already left the airport. Is there any cheese left in the fridge? We were going to a concert at the music hall. Her aunt is a hairdresser. We respond to 3 products. Work is too boring for me to be motivated. I ate eggs for breakfast. Can I use my loyalty points on this purchase? I am confused. Values honesty and integrity. I went to the bridge yesterday. What should these values be? Don't we notice? Part of it. His stepfather is the manager. He had never been on a roller coaster until his friends convinced him to try it. Is separate. Take your chance. I'm freezing. We have a large and comfortable seating area. Which country are you from? Do you have the money? Are your cousins scientists? We have a fire alarm. Please evacuate the building. Casual approach. I loved your outfit. The mountain is too high to climb without equipment. Wasn't he an alchemist a century ago? Aren't we doing missionary work after a weekend? If you come to my house, we will cook dinner. If you drop a glass, it will break. Your cousins are governors. Cannot burn. Shouldn't he be helping at night? Will we be shepherding often? Can you post 3 a.m. later? The picture was hung on the wall by my sister. Can you help me with this heavy box? I just made a mistake in the test. Can I have sauce with the steak? Are you lost? His neighbor is an environmentalist. We met at dawn. Continuous learning is important for personal development. Son, shall we go to the park? They didn't listen to the advice and made a bad decision as a result. Can't he become a politician after 1 second? The movie starts at 10 in the morning. His voice is so soothing and enjoyable to listen to. He saves us a place in the cinema. He is washing the dishes. Yes, I guess. The bus was very slow due to heavy traffic. What is your name? Employee ID. We must continue. He listens to his favorite songs on the radio. I want to sleep with you. I'm glad I could help. He's watching a movie right now. Why are you happy? Because I passed my exam. Shouldn't help later. It will not be held weekly. Are you listening to me? His other son's name is Tommy. Are you ill? After the storm, the streets were flooded. Was my son an orthopedist? They have to wear seat belts in the car. Is your father an orthopedist? He listened to audiobooks while commuting to work. I will usually build. They're going to Europe next week. Didn't I bake it right away? Can I have extra olives on my pizza? Is my husband a servant? I need some break. He is very creative and always comes up with new ideas. They go to church every Sunday. I studied for the exam. I'm so tired I can't keep my eyes open. Doesn't he recommend it? We visited a historical monument. Let me take a look at this for you. The boy sitting next to me is my best friend. He goes to work by bus every day. His neighbor was a welder. Let me share the screen. Are you allergic or intolerant to any food? I'm sorry to interrupt. Should you bartend now? This is his jacket. His favorite color is blue. The beach was crowded but we still had a great time. Isn't it often obtainable? You couldn't meet. They've already watched the movie. He drew a picture of his dog. His painting is more vivid than mine. Can take over at sunrise. Was our brother a soldier? Did he kill her the previous 2 evenings? Let's get some burgers for lunch. I will visit my friends in the evening. I am going to the cinema. If you buy her flowers, she will be happy. I can't understand what's going on inside his head. Your nephew was an air traffic controller. Should not travel. Did he use a travel agent often? Added soon. I'll meet John in front of the library at 3 o'clock. Everyone loves ice cream. Wouldn't I be suspicious? Your perception is wrong. You will watch television. Bring your ID with you to the party. I love action movies. The decade of the 2000s was marked by major changes in technology. Did he lift it? So hot. I didn't own a house at noon. Will we be in lockdown next year? Doesn't it hold? This is a comfortable bed. What do you think about them? The warming tray keeps food warm during dinner parties. What's the problem? Where do you go when you get sick? I've been studying for 2 hours. Disposition. We are excited to start our new job. Shouldn't care now. The student selected for the scholarship was very happy. He started his own business last year. Your uncle is a songwriter. Can he shed last year? I wish I could sing like a pro. Do you have any house specialties? I didn't answer every day. I won't go out unless the sun rises. We decided to embark on a journey into the unknown. Can I have your signature, please? When should you give up your seat on public transport? I'm going to finish this workout and then stretch. Are you learning right now? He won't be able to sleep until he checks his emails. Can they survive 5 years later? You cannot hold the funeral after 3 days. They won't check. Experiences frequently. Sarah listened to music all day. He is drawing a picture. I won't be happy until I achieve my dreams. Should not focus. To be honest, he needs to fix the flat tire. Students are preparing for the theater play at school. He usually takes a taxi to work. What is breakfast included? If he had saved money, he could have bought a car. Students are discussing a topic. I am more valuable than you. We need to finish this job before the deadline. There is a page missing. He has a green shirt. Was my stepsister a cameraman? Why are you with this man? Let's do this. Beneficiary. The perfect solution to the problem is difficult. I watched a comedy last month. Our brother is a translator. Does he have to design every month? Are they never nannies? I think it's best if you come home with us. I'll have the garden salad, please. The weather is nice today. Repeatedly. The cake was decorated very beautifully. Your sister is a seamstress. He is happy with his life. Hello, John. Who can help us with John's request? Was his stepfather a urologist? He forgets some things easily. I'm buying. Miss, you have just turned 18. They rode their bikes in the park. His stepdaughter was a maid. We need to stick to the budget for this project. Even though it is difficult, I believe in my ability to overcome obstacles. It's too small for me to wear a shirt. Can I have a copy of your report? You can be an assistant chef. We can have pizza for dinner. We have a meeting in an hour. Should not engage in occasional angling. I wish we had attended the music festival. How many apples did you eat on the way to school? I worked after school. Can I sit next to you here? Feeling tired, he left the party early. My wife is a real estate agent. Annie also has a cold. We are waiting for the bus. Does he watch television every day? She is an actress. He cannot pass the exam unless he studies. We can turn this place into a home. It didn't start 2 weeks ago. Let me help. If you work hard, you will be successful. Can behave. Do you have a gluten-free dessert option? Should we destroy it now? He never wears a hat. He's too tired to go out. His brother was an ecologist. I'm allergic to peanuts, so I can't eat peanut butter. Wouldn't it normally fit in? Can it handle sunset? How did you miss the deadline? My phone's battery is running low and I need to charge it. Doesn't he give permission every year? Yes, it is therapeutic. Let's open the floor for discussion. Can we sit by the window? Can I get the gift receipt? Girls must love you. Your stepbrother is a stockbroker. Are your relatives bailiffs? Yes, I love trying new recipes. It's easy to get tired after a long day. I'll have eggs Benedict for breakfast. Where were we? Read. I work in security and my job is to protect people. What a useful guide. He should have finished his homework by now. How are things going? It should be connected next year. They were running in the park early in the morning. Didn't finish it the previous evening? My father is a soldier. Can they be flanked weekly? I couldn't do it. Keep the faith. It snows a lot in winter. You will study for your exam all night. She is your daughter and she loves you. Are my cousins stockbrokers? The daughter was proud of her father's achievements. The legendary singer performed his greatest hits. I need to solve this mystery to find the treasure. Do you always answer the phone like this? There's a treasure under the layers of dirt. The car belongs to my friend. I understand your point of view. We can play golf normally. A driver was sleeping in the car. They will have completed the renovation by next week. We often go swimming in the lake. This kind gesture touched my heart. We were not often encouraged. Even though it is difficult, we must always stand behind what we believe in. Should you attend this meeting? I will learn to swim this summer, he said to his friend. Even though the situation is difficult, we need to remain optimistic. I'm tired of this. Students will present their projects in class. He may not be able to go to the hairdresser at sunrise. Won't we save? I wasn't attracted to it before. Do I rarely need to foreman? I will finish this report and present it after that. Do you have any items to declare? Your son is a designer. I don't feel well, he told us. But I don't know when they will answer. Can they work as secretaries immediately? This is a cozy blanket. You can be an analyst. Are you going to ride a rabbit? Elephant is a large animal. He needs to finish his project before the deadline. I can't swim. I never found out how. Can they exercise at dawn? I can't believe you would do something like this, it's a disgrace. The opening scene of the movie is breathtaking. I do my homework every night. It's getting cold outside. The baby laughs. He decided to run to clear his mind. Will there never be a curator? I fill out the performance Excel. I talked to my boss about my salary. He is capable of doing this. These clouds look ominous. I accept your new project proposal. The car needs to go to the mechanic. Should we go together? Interested in taking dance lessons? How long do you think this will take? I love visiting antique shops. He likes to drink coffee with cream and sugar. I'm going to the apartment. From where? We are against the new development proposal. When we arrived at the cinema, the movie had been playing for half an hour. They are not normally filmmakers. You can go now. Why don't I help you? She bought 2 dresses but returned the pink one. The dress is too tight for me to wear comfortably. How much money do you bring into the country? We will be doing a photo shoot for our website next month. Sarah and Tom are coming with us. How are you? Can't you referee in 2 weeks? The bus stop is across the street. He is a compassionate caregiver. Supermarket is across the street. I would go to bed after 4 weekends. Let's do it. I'll be there early to get good seats. You mentioned that you want to learn more about gardening. I bought a new car. After analyzing the data, we can come to a conclusion. I am available. Would you like to have a coffee? Although expensive, the quality of the product is excellent. Please enter your name and password. Big query. I prefer tea to coffee. Let's take a break and have a snack. I will go to bed at 2300. This kind of thing. I wish he hadn't missed the bus. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. He always orders burgers and fries at the restaurant. I have a dog. Not so fast. Is there a pharmacy section in the store? He is reading a book. Hug me. When are you learning now? Manage. Can you become a psychologist every year? I guess I didn't have much time because I was busy. I'm weaker than John. Which game should we play? Backward compatibility. When we saw the dark clouds, we decided to stay inside. Do you understand what I'm saying? I finished my book and then watched some TV. Let's meet over coffee. Artists will exhibit their works in the gallery. Our students are preparing for the mathematics competition. I stand in the store and see the car. They do not interfere later. Children played with ball in the park. I started a new book. Are there children managers? He blamed himself for the missed opportunity. Can she do jewelry? What is the schedule for today's campus tour? I will check the document. Thank you. Are there many students in your class? Do you do any sports? You must pay your bills on time. We were very pleased with the service of the restaurant. He called me yesterday. He's an asshole. Will you come to the party? We need a script. Most of my day was spent in meetings. How melodious. You may be promoted to a higher position. The violin is the most delicate musical instrument. We had to cancel our outdoor picnic due to bad weather conditions. Can you please try these slippers? Angela is a mature, intelligent and understanding woman. I can't hurt. Your colleague is an optician. We are always welcome. Outside. They will not do trades at night. Hello, how can I help you? Can I go to other meetings? The canvas is stretched tightly over the wooden frame. I need to buy some bread. I want to eat healthy foods. It could have cost 2 years ago. Is he playing football with his friends? It is possible. He hates spiders. What a beautiful sunset. The surgery went well. How about trying a new recipe for dinner? Will this process take long? Calm down. Can I borrow your strategy guide? Is his mother a bus driver? Do you have any suggestions? Is there a coloring menu for kids? The product's features were insufficient to meet customer demands. It should cook after 3 evenings. Aren't they weekly barbers? How much does a kilo of bananas cost? He is a talented athlete and has won many awards. Are you a referee? What can I give you? Remaining tickets. Shouldn't I normally be a police officer? You are a good example. Spread. Is there milk left in the carton? You should not apply. The legacy of his activism continues to inspire change. It can't be done this way. What do you think about the street? We often go to the park. Use. He rewarded himself with a day off. To discover. Your son is a teacher. As husband and wife, they attended a concert last night. Are you hungry? He is angry at his brother. Their brother-in-law Draper. They're reenacting a comedy from the 80s. I will take a short break. He takes his dog for a walk every day. The car was parked in the garage. Your grandparents are waiters. Whose wallet did you find? I came here to see John. I prepared dinner for my family. They just finished their exams. Green grapes are juicier than red ones. They could send it. I want ice cream. Which team do you support in football? Let's go. Keep this secret between us. We are organizing a charity event. Sorry, I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Can you explain? Your brother is an air traffic controller. Tomorrow evening we will go to the cinema. Did he realize we needed a quiet place? Reduces. There should be no sociologist after 4 hours. Shouldn't it be expanded? His friend was a playwright. Shouldn't we believe immediately? What's your favorite? The company had been experiencing financial difficulties for months before declaring bankruptcy. Is there a pharmacy in the store? Why did you go? The legacy of his works of art continues to inspire artists today. No, I didn't have the chance. Oil often makes the officer's gun slippery. We couldn't complete it. As we talked, we should design after 5 days. You are ugly. You need to reduce your stress level, the doctor said. He is successful in his job. Let me take my jacket, we can go. They apologized profusely for the mistake. His goal is to become a doctor. They live in the house in my building. Where do you come from today? How is your family? We will clean it up after 5 years. Our relatives are doormen. Chatty. I bought a t-shirt and some shoes. They went to the party. I am doing my homework. Our children are illusionists. Do you offer homemade sodas? Increases. You do a lot of forestry. He is very kind and always helps others. When I can't get pregnant. Didn't he recognize the other morning? What are you looking for? I feel bad. I have a girlfriend. Like what? Do we feel? The boy looks like his father. They were having dinner when we arrived. I know they don't like me. It's progressing well. I don't know how to say it. If I had a camera I would take pictures of the sunset. I will excuse you from class. All the guests left and the party ended. They must be successful. The legendary composer's works are still performed today. Their daughter was an ambassador. Can't I aim? That's your idea of a joke. There are not many people who can play the piano well. Scholarship. When? Should we add? This concept is easy to understand. If I had more money, I'd buy a new car. Do you speak French? His grandchildren were filmmakers. They have dinner at 6 p.m. What is he doing? They cannot create. Never fear. Give me a chance. This is where you were born. Better times for your body. He died when I was 8 years old. They went to a comedy show last night. He has already prepared dinner. He visited his family in another city. Toy. Can you recommend a good laundry detergent brand? He needs to buy a new computer. It was raining when I went out. My grandchildren were sociologists. We went to the cinema to watch the last movie. Where are you going? Optimism is the belief that leads to success. Should I quote it immediately? Can't they expand? Baking bread requires patience. He could not provide information normally. Despite. What is our success? Can I pay by credit card? A blue car is more expensive than a green one. To faint. The train leaves at 8 o'clock. Consort. You will go to school. Will you plan 5 days ahead? May grow. Good job. Have you been to America before? Should we take it? These are my headphones. The movie takes place in Paris. That day they went to a theme park. They are very in love with each other. We usually have a cup of tea in the evening. The message was sent to all employees. Then he warned, I'm happy to help you. He runs fast. What kind of support can you give to our project? Don't I kiss? Was our grandson a lifeguard? Hard working. Will you come to the conference next month? We will have a meeting tomorrow at 14:00. Children must give money to their classmates. I am very happy for your success. Can't it cause immediately? His contribution to the project was appreciated by the team. Can I get a refund for this product? Do you have any children? I feel so. Cancel. Yes, it will work on Wednesday. His stepson is an oncologist? P. We were watching the sunset on the beach. Manufacturing is the process of making a product. I need to help you. We will volunteer at the local shelter on weekends. I enjoyed it very much too. If he does yoga, he will become more flexible. He is wise beyond his years. Shouldn't I always be an orthopedist? Where can I get a taxi? If possible, in the morning of the 21st.